Good morning, my name is Patrick Vince, and I'll be doing the lead presentation for Experiment 3, which is the Rankine cycle. The objective of this experiment is to experience the Rankine cycle and hopefully understand it afterwards. We'll be doing this by measuring some relevant data and then making some calculations, which apparently are taught by here. On this slide is the experimental apparatus we'll be using. It's called the Rankine cycler, and you'll see there's a lot of parts, so I tried to highlight some of the main components with yellow boxes. You'll see the condenser tower, the turbine, and the boiler. And like I said, there's a lot of stuff going in there, so I won't go over all of it. What is an ideal cycle and what is a real cycle? So an ideal cycle is a fully reversible cycle, and after having taken place, it can be reversed without any changes to itself or the surroundings. And the Rankine cycle can be modeled as an ideal cycle. And then what is a real cycle? Well, a real cycle is not fully reversible, so it cannot be reversed without leaving any changes to itself or the surroundings. And some factors that render a process irreversible are things such as friction, unrestrained expansion, heat transfer, and then mixing of different substances. In figure 1 is the ideal Rankine cycle, and from process 1 to 2 is the reversible adiabatic pumping process through the pump. And then from 2 to 3, it moves into the generator, which is a constant pressure, or not, well, a heat generator, or the boiler, same thing. It's constant pressure transfer of heat. And then from 3 to 4 is a reversible adiabatic expansion to the turbine. And then from 4 to 1 is another constant pressure transfer of heat through the condenser. And then figures 2 and 3 are the standard PV and TS diagrams for the Rankine cycle. This is just a quick review of the equation for the efficiency, and it's basically just the network of the system divided by the energy supplied, and it can be kind of rearranged to use enthalpies. We'll do a sample calculation later with this. As most of you know, the experimental procedure for this lab is really long. It was like 1 million steps. So I tried to condense it. There's a pre-start procedure. It wasn't too bad, but basically we're going to drain the condenser, close the boiler door, open the steam emission valve, drain the boiler, and then refill it with 5,500 milliliters of clean water, close the steam ignition valve. And then for the actual procedure, it was really long. I tried to condense as much as possible, but we're going to turn on the DAC and the fuel source regulator, check that there are no leaks. You'll be able to smell if there's a gas leak. And turn on the gas valve, master switch, and the burner switch, purge the fuel line if necessary, verify the burner is lit, and then allow the system to preheat. Apparently this takes about 7 to 10 minutes. We'll open the steam emission valve just enough to maintain 110 psi in the boiler. Turn the turbine. The turbine will begin to rotate. Continue opening the steam emission valve until the voltmeter reaches 10 volts. And then we'll turn on the low switch, adjust the rheostat to 0.2 amps, 6 volts. We'll note the time, run the experiment, report some data, and then proceed to the shut-off procedure. I didn't put the shut-off procedure on here because I kind of ran out of room. This is my sample calculation of how to calculate the efficiency of the Rankine cycle. And so assuming saturated vapor is leaving the boiler at 3,000 kilopascals and turbine exhaust to the condenser operating at 10 kilopascals, So states 1, 2, and 3, and 4, you're either given your information or you can find other relevant information using the tables. And then you can find the work at the pump and some enthalpies and some more Q's and come up with efficiency of about 32.3%. And here's a reference, and that's all I have. Is there any questions?